So for this one, we have the attack box and Outlook NTLM box. So on Tuesday, March 14th, Microsoft released 83 security fixes on Patch Tuesday, including CVE 2023-23397. This critical vulnerability impacts all versions of Outlook Desktop App on Windows system. Outlook Web App OWA and Microsoft 365 aren't vulnerable since they do not support NTLM authentication. Unlike most exploits, this one is particularly dangerous because it is a zero-click exploit, meaning no user interaction is required to trigger it. Once the affected mail arrives in the user's inbox, the attacker can obtain sensitive NetNTLM version 2 credential hashes. Once malicious actors have those hashes, they can get the user's credentials, authenticate to their system, and escalate privileges. Starting the VM. So we started the VM. Now, when Outlook can close, let's open the Outlook. Open the Outlook. Let's see. Sign to set up Office. It's not affected. Okay, we got it. Now we got it started. Now Outlook appointment. Let me close it real quick. Now reminder appointment, new items, appointment. So now 50 minutes, 0 minutes. So it will trigger appointment. Headquarters. HTM headquarters. Headquarters. And now 75. This is just a test. Smiley face. Okay, you can specify the audio file played when user gets notification for the calendar, meeting, or event. Typically, this would be used for the user to set up their own notification by appointment pointing to an audio file. Where do I? Reminder. I don't see this option here. Reminder sound. Let me check it real quick. Reviews. Okay, here it is the sound. Zero sound. Reminder WAV. Manipulating this parameter can be able a threat actor to force Outlook to leak the current password hashes to an attacker with zero interaction required. Abuse reminder sound via UNC path. Okay. To exploit this vulnerability, an attacker must create a malicious calendar invitation that includes a reminder to a sound file pointing to file in an network share in attacker's machine. At the low level, Outlook Mail stores the reference to the sound in an internal parameter called pdlead reminder file parameter. To ensure that the audio we embedded in our malicious email will take precedence over the victim's default reminder configuration, we will also need to set another parameter called pdlead reminder override to true. Pdlead property points share specified universal naming convention UNC path instead of local file. UNC is used in Windows operating system to find network resources, file printer, shared documents. These paths consist a double backslash to an IP or name of the computer hosting resource, shared name or file name. For example, now we get here and we can see that this is our address, and victim receives malicious mail in UNC password, directs them to the SMB share, trigger the vulnerability. This causes the system to start an NTLM authentication plot against the attacker's machine, leaking net NTLM hash that the attacker can later try to crack. Okay, now we have here the AWV sound reminder. When it is triggered from the victim's PC, we get the NTLM auth to our machine. Okay, nice. If some reason SMB protocol isn't available, alternative to use non-server version or will accept using UNC password pointing to the ports 80443 and use HTTP to review the file from the WebDAV enabled web server. The syntax of an UMC pass is following 80. Okay, this is the port, this is the IP, and this is the path to the file. This may be useful to bypass firewall restriction, preventing outgoing connection to 445 SMB. Okay, now we got this one. Now we have understood the vulnerability work. Let craft malicious email containing the appointment with the required parameter to trigger it. Setting up responder, since we expect the victim to trigger authentication attempt against the attacker on port 445, we will set up responder to handle the authentication process and capture the net NTLM hash for us. If we are unfamiliar with responder, it will simply emulate SMB server and capture authentication attempt against it. To launch responder to listen for authentication attempt in your NS5, let's see first of all where were we? ipconfig 10.10 12.1 154. Okay, ifconfig ENS5. Okay. Responder I ENS5. Here we go. Starting check permission. So it didn't start on 80 because of permission, and this one. Okay. Attempting to handcraft malicious appointment. First attempt, we could manually create appointment, edit pass, reminder sound to point to a shared folder. To create appointment, you will first need to click calendar new appointment button here, and then we'll take this 10:10:45 to 20:28. So I can do this one 10:10:45 22:8. Okay, now we'll hit OK, and format text no, spy, Outlook spy, current item. Here we go with PID where? Okay, reminder. Wait, what? We need reminder sound file. Reminder minute before start. We need reminder. This one. Reminder override. Okie doke. So we can go here and add appointment. I don't have the appointment item. So now reminder override default true. Okay, reminder override true, play sound true, play sound true, reminder sound file 10:10:45 228. Reminder okay, save. Now we need to save it. From the window we can see parameters associated with appointments. Reminder, we want to set reminder file to the path of the attacker, set both override and reminder play sound to true. Just for reference here what each parameter does. For the reference, Boolean indicates the sound of reminder, Boolean value that indicates the receiving Outlook client to play. Pointed, start with the pass sound file used with bogus shed attack box. So now Outlook spy rescue, okay. Directory current, okay. Be sure to click run button for the changes to be applied. Can go, wait, what? Run. Properties, check the values. Properties, check the values. Default sound true. Reminder file, okay. Properties, check values. Finally save the appointment to add it to your calendar. Make sure the reminder is set to 0 minutes and that the appointment matches the current date, as we want to trigger it immediately. Okay. Saved? I don't know. Saved? Let's check it once more to be sure. True. Yes, it's saved. Okay. Now appointment, 0 minutes. Save and close. And I'm still waiting for appointment. Let's do it on 8. Save and close. Boom. We have triggered it here, and now let's see what do we have in here. Yes, we have the hash. Okay. Now the next, summarizing the step required to exploit the vulnerability, an attack would need to create malicious meeting, reminder sound point to UNC, send invitation, wait a reminder to trigger connection against the attacker's machine, capture the net NTLM2 hash, use authentication relay, or profit in any other way. Step 3 already covered with responder handcraft. Okay, now this one is NTLM hash. Let's check if we can. So now available malicious appointment. In this task we will look in exploit published Odvarmoi. Let's see what Odvarmoi is talking about. Odvarmoi GitHub accept. This is the guy, and now we need this one. Partial POC. Partial POC. Okay, which probably easiest to understand and use. The PowerShell exploit leverages COM object, bill, emails, appointment easily. It contains a couple functions that we can use. Save calendar NTLM leak. This function creates malicious appointment and saves it to our own calendar. Useful for testing purposes. Send calendar NTLM leak This function creates the malicious appointment and sends it via email to the victim. The email invitation will send from the Outlook default account. Dissecting the exploit code. Let us see. Okay. So he is creating the object, meeting, viral, date, hours. Okay. And here is how we can run this one. This is the pass, test meeting, meeting body, just testing, deleted. But okay, fine. So override one, set, play sound set, remote, set, okay, fine. So dissecting the code, here is COM object Outlook application, creating the user's body, send. So now CD desktop, my guess is we have already this code. This is the code. Nope. This is the code, import module, send test HTML, and this one. Be sure to replace attacker IP with your own. Okay. Now I want to open this one, the desktop. And I will need to run it. Okay, so import model. Oh, I need to change it to desktop. Now import module. Yes, send recipient CP and test THM block. Not working, or we already have it? Oh, remote file. Okay, let me copy this one real quick. Paste. Forty-five. Reward. Forty-five. Now 45 2288. Now okay, I think we got another one. Nope, we don't have another one. Oh, now I have to allow the meeting. Since the exploit makes use current instance to send email, we likely get couple of alerts asking to grant permission. Send emails behalf. Make sure press allow as many times as needed, making allow access to 10 minutes. Okay. I don't see the permission asking access. Okay. So now we will see the detection. Now we have gone through the steps, weaponizing. Let's talk about a few ways to detect this. Within the network, each attack leaves patterns, artifacts that could help the detection team identify the threats. It all depends on the network visibility and log sources that are being collected and providing the much important visibility. Here we will discuss a few ways to detect this attack on the host. Sigma rules. The following Sigma rules detect Outlook initiating a connection to a WebDAV or SMB share, indicating the post-exploitation phase. Description, tags, log source, and here we have the content query value, and with this all. Sigma looks detect exe vs host spanning around DLL32 with command arguments like set cookie, which indicates the post-exploitation exfiltration phase. Here we go. Filter APIs, this one we don't need them. Command RE, regular expression, and with, okay, Yara rules. Hashes, app ID, meeting, PI, rule, another rule, Yara. We can run here the Yara rule, desktop Yara, txt. Okay, let's see, Yara 64. CVE Yara txt on a point msg met. Here we go. Suspected message this, and he found the boss. Yara already installed on machine and malicious msg file appointment msg can found on the desktop. Open terminal, run following command. We just did that. To learn about Yara, we have yes. Microsoft has released Powershell script, this, that will check exchange messaging, item like email, calendar, and task to see if IOC related to the CVE 2023-23397 attack are found. The script can be used, audit, and clean the detected items. This script is not usable in the lab. Mitigation vulnerability is being exploited extensively in the wild. Some of the recommendation steps are recommended by Microsoft in order to mitigate and avoid this attack are add users to protect security group which prevent using NTLM as an authentication mechanism. Block TCP 445 SMB outbound from your network to avoid any post-exploitation connections. Use the Powershell script released by Microsoft to scan against the Exchange server to detect any attack attempt. Disable web client service to avoid WebDAV connection. This room we have experimented with how simple vulnerability could allow an attacker to access authentication material without requiring any interaction from the victim by sending a simple, specially crafted email. NTLM leaks are nothing new in a Windows environment, but have one in such a widespread application as Outlook make this particularly important. Why we have used the vulnerability to capture the crack. The net NTLM2 hash, the fact that we can trigger an authentication attempt on behalf of victim also enables other types of relay attacks where cracking the hash is not even needed. As always, the preferred recommendation to avoid falling victim to such an attack to keep your Outlook installation up to date, as patches are already available on Microsoft. And we completed this room. Okay, what I wanted to understand is how to crack this NTLM hash. So it is very easy if the password is not too complex. You need to save this password, hashcat mode 55600, and in this case it is password 2321. This is it. This was the bit to understand it better. So I see that we got some other administrator, but it's not relevant. That's it. I think I've learned a lot in this room. Thanks. Bye bye.